How you guys doing? Yes, we are back with the good old account update series. You guys have been enjoying following my progress on Age of Empires Mobile because it's probably similar to your progress and how much you are pushing each day, and you're probably feeling quite, nice and kind of comparable to someone out there compared to someone that's 200 million power or over 150 million power. That's just completely unobtainable for most players, right? So what we're going to do is go through, obviously, the account update series, smash like, comment, and subscribe. And before we dive into that, I've got some announcements to make on this channel right now because, yes, I've got some sponsored content that came out last week. You should check it out, but I've even got some bigger sponsors on its way to do with Ubisoft and even Age of Empires 4. So if you are playing Age of Empires 4, let me know in my Discord. Discord is in the description down below because I am thinking of obviously doing a first time play on Age of Empires 4, but maybe hosting community games and doing like a live commentary spectating of 4 of you guys trying to beat each other and who's the best in the Sneakyy army. So we might be doing some fun stuff like that. Keep an eye out, and if it is something you're interested in, let me know through either Discord, like I said, or through the YouTube posts, because I'm going to be posting a bunch of stuff, trying to get information and obviously do some research from you guys so I know what type of content and what you guys enjoy the most. So with that now, we've gone through the fun stuff, the fun announcements, and obviously you guys should be excited for some brand new explosive content that's not just Age of Empires Mobile, but should be still related, which you guys have been asking for. Let's get into the account update, right? The account update, that's what the video is all about. So what we're going to do is talk about, obviously, the main things that we've done so far, which is the city development and tech research, because since last time, I have actually started now for the first time renovating my buildings, and I have pushed a little bit of my tech just before those renovations. So if I go into my research tech and actually jump down into the economy area, you'll notice I haven't got these bottom ones done. I will get them done at some point. It's more down to this area. I actually obviously already have 5 out of 5 on the research speed, but because I was doing my renovations, I thought, why not just get this the 3 out of 5? Obviously being 5 out of 5 is better. It's going to give me 10%, but 3 out of 5 allows me to go through, and I will complete in these little baby researchers just to get some points on Mightiest Governor, which we will discuss a little bit later on. But obviously, allowing me to actually get the building speed was big because I have now renovated, as you'll notice, all of my resource buildings. I've done all of the lumbers, right? All of the gold mine, all of the quarries, everything is actually producing 20% more, which is really good. The speed on that is huge. And the crazy thing is, as many people will tell you, that first one is 10 million resources. It's 10 million resources, and it's 7 days timer. And this is where I think if you're watching this as a renovator right now, take advantage of this because I think this is going to get patched. Renovate every resource building as fast as possible because it doesn't add up. Right now, we are paying 5 million more. So just think you're paying 50% more in resources, right? Because instead of 10 million, it's 15 million, right? Fair play. But it's not the same on the timer. The timer is 8 days, and before it was only, I think, 6 or 7 days. So for me, I'm going to be renovating these as fast as possible. They're going to be actually the next things I'm going to be renovating again on my account because getting this production speed is absolutely insane. And I'm going to be honest, it does help massively on the account, which many of you guys were suggesting too when I did a renovation guide and video tier list about it more, which is fantastic. But on top of that, I've done a little bit more. I've renovated for the first time, as you can see, my archery range and my stable. And at the same time, if you've not noticed, the town centre. That's why it is currently upgrading. I'm going through the first renovation, gives me 5% attack on all of my units. And as you can guess it, these two are also renovating. So basically, in 15 days time, all of my units basically will have that extra bonus of 5% defense. If you don't know what we're talking about, I can kind of showcase that here. So 5% extra seismic defense for each renovation that you do. It does cost an arm and a leg in order to do it, but it's for your specific units. But yeah, once they're all done, hey, all my units are tankier, and I'm going to get that extra bit of damage here is pretty good. I am debating to renovate this one next. This is increasing all unit types damage increase, so it's technically better, I'm going to be honest, than the attack. It's just, again, I think I need to finish off the unit buildings first, and then I will go on to this one, right? So once these two are done, that's basically the next on the list. Same with renovating the university. That'll be on the list too after these two buildings are done. So you can see we're doing some pretty good things in the building side and tech side. I'm quite happy with, especially when it comes to the research on the military, because the military research, we have 3 out of 5 on both of these now, which you guys know I was working towards. I even did 1 out of 10 on the health. Why? Mightiest governor again, so I'll explain that in a second. But I ignored these two again because of Mightiest governor event. But during that time, I did 5 out of 5 my cavalry defense, and I've just ticked the cavalry health free. So if I obviously complete this now, fantabidoze, my cavalry and archers are technically 5 out of 5 on everything in the tech tree, which is honestly such a milestone in its own. I think anyone who gets to this stage should have a round of applause, because it is a grind, and there's more grind to come, because as you guys know, my facilities are coming along. This is probably the one thing I'm actually more excited about on the account, because it's the one area, as you know, I haven't actually spent any money on, apart from one time, which you guys have saw me do during the live stream. During the live stream was the only time I did these technique points, and it helped me just get to 2 out of 5 on this set of renovation. Apart from that, I have not done anything, and as you can see, we are 3 out of 5 proudly on the account, and we've done basically one across everything apart from the building one, because I'm not too fussed about the building one. But what I am trying to do, as you guys have guessed it, is to these guys, and then I'm going to 2 the research. I'm going to keep doing it that way. I'm going to go 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 5, 5, 5, 5. And then at the end, I will just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the workshop. Why am I doing it that way? Well, obviously for me, I need to get these done. These guys, the whole power, wisdom, and defense, you need to get these done to 5 out of 10 in order to unlock, as you can see, the mastery. And this is going to give you all attributes. Once this one is unlocked, you'll see you need to get those to 5 out of 10 too. Once they're 5 out of 10, that allows you to unlock the new research institute. And the thing is, obviously, these are small amounts of might. You can see I'm getting 5 points each time of an attribute, which does add up. Don't get me wrong. However, for me, in my position, I'm honestly going to be real. It's not going to change a lot of the outcomes that my account goes through. What will change it is actually these research speeds. And honestly, getting this to 600, getting this to 4%, and doing this one next is more beneficial than getting these two done. Because I can get these two done after and obviously get some extra PvP points. Why? It's just because my account needs to get that research speed done as fast as it can, so when I do unlock that 3rd research tree finally on my account, I can actually hit it at the maximum speed. As well, you're going to think all of my stuff I've got to do still here, the 0 out of 10 ones, that's going to get impacted too. So anytime I get a reduction of research speed, I'm actually saving my count, speed ups, obviously saving time, and obviously just saving effort too in the long scheme. So I am actually going to be doing that. I know some people might slander me for doing it, but hey, it's my account. Everyone gets to play the way they want to play. There's no correct way of playing the game, right? Apart from that, nothing really has occurred. We've done the riding grounds. If you want to check out the mounts, I have 4 mount series where we are chasing to get a mythic mount. So I won't show that. The only thing we did do, as many people probably might remember, is my troops. Yes, my troops. The crazy thing is, as you guys should see, I did have 140, 150k T5 swordsman. Same with the good old pikemen. Same with the good old cavalry. I had around 50k of these left, and had around 50k of the archers. And as you can see, I have promoted all T5 units into T7, and now I'm on 400,000 troops, which feels good, of each type. And that's going to help me, obviously, in the Mightiest Governor event, not Mightiest Governor event, in the Mightiest Empire event, the Golden Expedition, as well as the Desolate Desert, and vice versa. So I'm quite happy with that. So Mightiest Governor event. let's talk about it because we are here, and I want to say a big shout out to obviously Jabbar, Super, and Brugatti, because those guys with myself were the ones that basically were working together. Because in our kingdom, which is annoying to me, this Armyy guy was a rogue. He was a rogue, and he were purposely pushing my power up, or my ranking up, to try and take my spot. He wasn't trying to take any of these guys' spots, but he was trying to take mine from like day 4, 5, and 6, which was just frustrating. And because of that, he actually like inflated the power and cost the players like Clay here and Gron 2 their positionings, which should have been a lot higher up. So it's a bit of an annoyance that this guy fucking exists, let's be honest, and had to play the way he plays. And look, if you're part of our empire, you know how it runs. I just don't understand it. And many competitive empires run the exact same way. So if you're planning on moving somewhere and they've got a fixed MGE and you pull this shit over there, I'm telling you, you ain't fucking living. They're going to make sure you're zeroed, and you're forever zeroed, because you'll never play in their server ever again the way they'll play. So it was kind of, I'm going to be honest, a bit of an annoyance. It really was. But hey, it is what it is. There's rogues in every empire. It just kind of showcases, look, not every empire is perfect, even though you try to do your own thing. Because of that, though, as you guys should have guessed it, yes, we are now proud owners of QSH. We got QSH straight away from those 40 sculptures that you earned to 1 stars and that 1 pip. I could, as you guys can see, use my universal medals and start to actually get this hero from 2 stars to 3 stars quite fast. But I am in a weird predicament, which I need to talk about in my hero section here today, right? And simply is, I'm trying to 5-star as little heroes as I need to, as you guys know, right? There's heroes in the game that do need 5-starring, aka Ramses. And he is one hero on my account I am looking at all the time. And I'm like, bro, I'm an archer main. He's archer. He's currently swords 2, which is really good. But let's be honest. If we see an influx of swordsmen, I would love to run a Ramses archer match out there. And if I do, those Scipios and all of the newer heroes like King Canute and stuff that are going to come, and the rise of the warrior swordsman, well, our good old Ramses Archer is going to be eating good. So I am debating to 5-star the hero, because as many people tell you, 5-starring this hero is honestly what makes him him. It does. Like, having that 12 rage recovery for first 30 seconds makes this guy an absolute minigun. If you do not have that, don't worry about it. I'm going to be real, just don't worry about it, because a 3-star Ramses, in my eyes, I have tried to use this a lot, and it just doesn't do enough. It doesn't, especially at the point where some people will get upset, but I'm telling you, a 3-star Napoleon match does way more work than a 3-star Ramses match. And that is just because, again, Napoleon already has, let's be honest, the damage. The problem Napoleon has, as many people know, is his support. And the fact that we've got a Saladin that is all about rage generation means we don't care about Napoleon not having rage, right? And then I am running my Theodora. Honestly, my Theodora in this lineup over Henry is 10 times out of 10 better. And with this lineup as well, a 3-star Napoleon just does more work than a 3-star Ramses. That isn't true, though, at 5 stars. And that's what makes me have this kind of discussion on my account update, because I am going to keep Napoleon 3 stars. And I don't think I'm ever going to 5-star this hero, because even though 5-star does give him some sort of damage increase, I personally don't think the 5-star requirement is worth it. The investment needed to 5-star him, I could have 3-starred another hero and just got something better, right? A good example of that, just to put it in perspective, 3-star Vlad would be better. 3-star on my Zhu Liang would be better than going for a 5-star Napoleon. So these are the kind of the decisions you have to make. And because of that, it does make you think, and makes me think, about Ramses more. And it makes me think, do you know what? Maybe this is my next go-to pick. And maybe this is where we finally 5-star this hero, because I've got a 5-star Theodora, I can have a 5-star Ramses, and I can run, as you guys will know, a 3-star Charlemagne, which is just here. So we've got all the heroes we can run. It's going to work perfectly fine. It's going to go out there. It's going to do damage, and especially for the warrior swordsman meta, because I'm expecting the warrior swordsman to come out at all cylinders, especially with Scipio coming out, and especially with the King Canute as well. I think King Canute is actually going to be very good. Is he going to be better than Miyamoto? That's a very hard, tough question, and that's just because Miyamoto deals good damage, but he also supports your other damage dealer. So if you have a double damage dealing lineup, Miyamoto is better. If you make a lineup that's specifically only dealing damage, maybe it's a different story, because King Canute does deal on paper more instances of damage on his signature skill, but he requires some good support in order to do that. It's kind of the same as Napoleon. Let's be honest. It's kind of the same as Napoleon on there, right? So yeah, very interesting, very interesting. And just to kind of finish off the hero section, I did 4-star my Rani now, and the reason I've done that, or how I've done that, is through the Mightiest Governor event. I didn't do any daily chests. As you guys should know, when you win the Mightiest Governor event in the top 10, you also get a secondary chest. This one allowed us to get Rani. I 4-starred her. I just think she's a fantastic, good support filling hero, so that's why I've done that. And obviously, it fills in my 5-star Mulan. So it makes me do, hopefully, more damage and take less damage at the same time. And maybe it's the road where I get a dailies, right, and get 5-star Rani through dailies, but at the same time I could 3-star, for example, where is it, like Myris through the dailies. I could 3-star even Justinian a lot quicker through the dailies, right? He's just there, easy as pie, right? So we could do a bunch of different stuff there, but definitely was one to talk about, or just a showcase. And for gear, I know many guys were probably wondering, I have finished all of the gear for the main marches, which is quite nice. $18 these, $80 these, $80 these. So I have 3 full formations with level 80 gear, which is quite nice. And then obviously now, as many people will know, I am leveling up gear for my Otto. This is kind of like my beloved march. I am an absolute Otto lover. This guy is a monster of a hero. So yes, we are working on getting Otto to level 80 gear, and then obviously his gems, and then same with Ramcam, and then hopefully by then I can 3-star my QSH, because I've completed my Ramses 5-stars. And I know you're probably thinking this is crazy, there's no way you can do that so fast, but listen to me guys, when you're VIP 12, the world changes. Like, it is so damn true. Getting 20 medals every week is absolutely bonkers. I'm going to be real, it is bonkers. I don't care about hardly any of this stuff, because I can get those medals, and I'm going to be honest, mounts come and go, and with the Radiant Sea, we're getting even more, right? Gems we're going to get anyway, right? The only other thing I care about is these planishing hammers, but again, if I want to focus on heroes first and get my heroes done, I'll do that, then work on hammers and work on signet rings. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. When you're VIP 12 and then obviously doing other bits and bats here and there for heroes, you are definitely earning a lot more medals than the majority of players. I'll be real with you, right? So with that, kind of gone through everything. We've gone through the city development, the tech, we've gone through our heroes, we've gone through obviously all the units that we've trained and all of that jazz, and even the gear push that we've been doing. Mounts has its own series. You can check out my mount video and my mount series if you want to. It's been really fun to do that one as well. And that's it. That is all we need to talk about on the account. Just to remind you guys, before we end the video, we have obviously some announcements from the beginning of the video that I mentioned. So we are going to be doing some Age of Empires 4 content. I'm going to try it out. I do have some of the older Age of Empires 2, so I might even try some of that out as well on the channel, as well as some new cool content and some sponsored content from the big mans themselves, Ubisoft. So I don't want to spoil any of that until it comes out. So keep an eye for all of this juicy content. And if you enjoyed today's video, smash like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.